COG has provided that vision and provided the sort of leadership to help cities plan for the future. And that's the real benefit to COG, because when we look at all the different things that are going to affect us in the future, COG is constantly changing, dealing with water issues, dealing with congestion, transportation, all of those different things. It's COG that brings everybody together from across the region, and it makes a plan to where it can be sustainable.
Currently, even on the transportation side, they're planning 20 and 30 and 50 years out. And I think that forward thinking, that the visions that are there, the anticipated growth that we're going to see, that's certainly going to be a huge factor in how our region grows and how we connect with one another.
Over the next 50 years, we'll have to find new ways for transportation. We can't all drive on only roads. That's concrete that will never be built. We can't build enough concrete. We've got to start looking at other means of transportation. We've got to change the dynamics about the way people feel about travel.
We're going to have to address the issue of housing, which we will have to go vertical more than likely.
I do believe that what will happen is people will try to live closer to where they work so they can ride a bike, or they can use transit, or they can walk. As generations develop, there are different interests in them, in what the living conditions should be like.
If you said 10 million people, that sounds like a lot of people, but if you look at New York City and some of the other cities throughout the world that have matured, we're young, really, from that standpoint. So as this area does mature, and it's going to have to rebuild.
We must keep looking forward, and we've got to keep planning ahead. And I think the work of this Council of Governments will be even more intense and more important in the next decades, even more so than it has been in the previous decades.